Hey guys, I'm learning TFT and I'm sharing my learnings with you so that you can learn better and I can learn more effectively as well. I'm continuing to do really well with my new approach to the set. This is probably my highest win rate at the start of a set, 28%, 64% top four. I did just come out with this brand Ziggs dual carry video yesterday, which seems to be going pretty popular. It's at 2,000 views within a day, and it's still not showing up in Meta TFT really. So this is still a very new, innovative comp, which has been performing really well. If you filter brand here, I did have the part of the reason though in the stats at least it might be a little bit skewed is because it's getting used with like Rengar Jinx reroll. But these two games here were the only two games I've really played with it, but I got first place in both of those games and in a pretty straightforward way. And this game had a Rengar 3, Varus 3, just like the Prest event VOD review that I went over yesterday. This one also had a Rengar 3 with a Radiant BT. So you really got to make sure you build this JG Guardbreaker combo, which allows you to burst down the enemy Rengar. So in this video, I'm going to go lead into a VOD review with Marcel P about this like kind of brand angle, but it is a game that I did before I learned about this new comp. And so what I'm showing is kind of the experimentation iteration process that I went through in order to kind of discover what works for me. But it is through a lot of the nuances of the mistakes and failures I made that allowed me to get to this point. So I want to kind of uncover that process for you. I think a lot of videos and creators just create like kind of the end result, right? Like all you see is the end sausage and you're eating the sausage, but you don't really see how the sausage is made. And so that's what I want to share with you is the coaching process is how the sausage is made. And also I want to share with you that one of the viewers was saying that he queued up 3 games forcing his comp and it was so uncontested that he hit Brand 3 and Ziggs 3 back to back. Now, I do want to emphasize that this comp is probably like A tier to I think it's mainly S tier right now because it's uncontested. The moment it becomes more contested, I suspect it might be lower S, higher A. But I think right now, given that everyone is forcing AD, that this is like basically easy top fours every time. And then he just updated 8 minutes ago saying he's going to get 5 firsts in a row from this build. So, like I said, I think this comp is really strong. If you want the details of it, check out my last video. And I'll also provide a link in the description below. And in this video, I'm going to go through how I led there, but a quick teaser for you. This was actually the hacked encounter where you get the shops where you get 2-star units. And so the tough part in this game was I was playing it contested. There was another player who was also playing brand, and they hit 2 2-star brands from, I think, the hacked encounter. So there was only 1 brand left in the shop. So I was kind of forced. I hit like 2 any hacked, I think, shops as well. So then I was just trying to go for any 3. So in this case, Marcel and I actually do a pretty detailed analysis about how to handle this situation, since I think I'm pretty close to stabilizing if I could hit 1 or both of these. But there is only 1 brand left in the shop. So part of the question I would pose for you is, how would you approach this scenario? Would you sell the Annies and then try to roll for these 2 stars? Or would you consider another route? And if that other route is what you might consider, what would that look like? Because that is the other route, is what Marcel was saying, like was probably my highest EV play and had the highest potential for win out. And the thought didn't really cross my mind how to even execute that. So I think this is a scenario where playing for 3-star forecasts is a lot more common, just like what this viewer was talking about, because there's so many more resources in the game now, especially on hacked encounters like this where you can get 2-star shops. where you're getting so much more gold. And if you're playing an uncontested line and everyone else is pulling out forecasts as well, your odds of hitting a 3-star forecast are much higher. And I'm seeing both for myself and other players at the high elo levels, 3-star forecast as a win con is becoming a lot more common. So that's just a teaser into this game. And again, this board that I ended up putting together was not exactly the new board that we're talking about with this board right here. And you cap out with Viego Kobuko, but it is pretty similar in some regards and helped me kind of iterate and get to a better understanding of why this board is what it is. So Marcel explains a lot of nuance that helped me better understand this new board. So yeah, with that said, I hope you find this video instructional. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's look at Exotech. So this one not so good. As this is the scenario where you're talking about where if we were to play Exotech, we'd want to go for 7.
Yeah. I think so. Because 7 is so good. I don't think this is not so good. I think these are like okay.
Playable.
Yeah, not amazing, but playable.
Like if it's uncontested and I have the right spot for it.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, it's rarely uncontested, but yeah, if you more so, I think the spot. Yeah. So the right holds.
Yeah, now I'm like, I think I have a better understanding of the meta, so I'm more proactive about scouting and understand what people are gonna do.
Yeah. I like this. I'm not sure between Poppy and Jax, but I think this is fine. These units are all trash, so it's just whatever. Are you allowed to pick it up now? Yeah, you don't pick it up. Okay.
Seems like calculated loss is so good. It's like 4 gold a turn. Like, you ever just like give up this opener for it?
Yeah, I could see it if you roll the right 2 ones and they're awful. I definitely am rolling right 2 here no matter what. So
Yeah.
what is the portal here? Did it show?
No,
Okay, it
it's
didn't show.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I wish is that like a setting thing? Do you sometimes have Outplayed not show you portal?
It's inconsistent. I don't know why, but it sometimes starts it and shows it, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know.
So here I scout and I think someone ends up taking calculated loss as well. So then I was like, I don't want to, and then he open sells. But do you just still consider? I forget the tiebreaker rule on losses for calculated loss.
Oh, it still gives you the golden.
Oh, so it just breaks your streak, but you still get the gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think based on the lobby, I would probably take scapegoat here. I'd probably roll. That also gives you a roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can see arguments for both, but the fact that you have a roll, I would just take the roll. Yeah, and then now it's just scapegoat. Yeah, I like this. Now make sure to hide on other people's boards, like between, so you don't teleport to the orb.
That's only if I am away board, right?
Yeah, it's Yumi, I think, right?
Oh, yeah. Wait, Yumi over Enema's more valuable than Techie? Okay, yeah, I boost my...
It's not just that Enema's more valuable than Techie, but you're also, if assuming you're trying to win, it's also Yumi over Zyra.
Yeah. I guess this way it lets me make 10. Does buying Yumi let me make 10? I guess that...
You can just sell the other stuff, right?
Okay, yeah. Okay. I did not even see that. Do you hold Galio here? Because we have the HP from the hack. Give up econ for Cypher for later.
I'll look at the lot. What are the two boards ahead of you? This lobby looks so weak.
There's one other Cypher player. And the calculate lost guy.
I could see it. Oh, you could lose this.
So I figure I'm able to like have a lot of HP by like stage 3 start.
I would have been down to slam adaptive here. I think you lose because you didn't slam.
Oh right.
Oh, I feel like this changes the trajectory of the game. Like you would be because this lobby looks so weak. You make adaptive, you win the whole early game, the whole stage 2 at least.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I was definitely playing lazy. I was also thinking I don't mind that much if I lose, because then I could switch into Cypher. But there's already 2 lose streakers.
The thing is, yeah, I think Cypher doesn't give you that much value in this game in expectation, whereas win streaking is so easy.
Mm-hmm.
3 cost here.
This goes back to I play Cypher like at any opportunity I can get.
Oh, if this is last patch, the spot is amazing, but I don't know what we're really trying to play here is the issue. Brand 6, like
Yeah, I
double
think so.
tiers, such little direction for good lines.
Would you have taken a different component off yourself?
Let me. You had. Oh, these are your options. Oh, yikes! It was a cloak tier chain. I think I'll take tier here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, mixed streak doesn't feel good.
Yeah, especially when you could have quite likely been a 100 streak.
Yeah.
I think it would be adaptive diff on that one fight you lost because he had no items. He could have made an item in retaliate in response to your item, but
That's one thing I don't like about the new item bench. I prefer it from usability, but to see the other person, you have to like swap to their board.
yeah, to see if they can make an item. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, it's a lucky shop. Or sorry, oh, it's 2-star. I see. Yeah, 2-star.
So I'm just holding all the street demons for that angle.
You have a Cho. I would actually hold this here. Like, is there like a tiny chance? Like, look at your items. There's just like if
Like
you
actually
are guaranteed
3-2 get a augment, like get an artifact.
Guaranteed snipers. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I would.
Would you actually take like a portable forge here if that was an option?
You have a Cho already. It's super tempting to me. I don't know though.
Archangel. What do you do with the sword?
Oh, Starax is insane in the stats in Cho. I don't know why. It's better than Warmogs.
Huh?
Yep. I don't know. I haven't done the math, but it's insane on Cho.
You think that's just fake sample size stuff?
Oh, it wasn't that low when I last checked. Cho'Gath. I can double check it again now. Cho'Gath, 2-star items.
It's 650 sample meta TFT.
Just do it last patch, right? Then it's not going to be that low.
Okay, yeah.
And then make sure the rank filter is not trash.
I mean, it's not like amazing. It's like seems on par with other stuff. But I guess that's like a good way to kill the sword anyway.
Yeah, my point is that it means it's a good sword kill. The fact that it's on par with like Redemption and Delta it already means to me like it's kind of insane. It's basically on par with Redemption.
I still don't understand how that makes any sense. I guess he's guaranteed to cast before it triggers.
I don't know how it scales with like when its HP changes over casts and whatnot. But 25% max health, but he adds a lot of health per cast. So I think just based on these stats, I had a hard time believing it's not a good item on
How is it better than Warlock? That makes zero sense.
it. It's because he already gains a lot of HP, right? From his spell cast. So if he casts a few times before he procs Derax, then I think Derax can give him more HP.
Oh, you think he cast multiple times before it did proc Sterex?
Yeah, I think so. If he casts once, it probably depends on how many times he casts before he procs his
Yeah.
Derax.
But his cast is like, it's 110 mana. Like, that's pretty high.
Yeah. Then again, he has so much HP that getting him down to 60% takes a while as well. So I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so you would not slam here in the off chance.
I wouldn't climb here anyway because you're waiting for augment. You want to lose anyway. I guess if you're asking yourself here, do you think one HP is worth losing all your augment flexibility? I feel like it's definitely not.
Okay.
I don't even know if it gives. Do you even get the 1 HP? I don't know if you do.
I think so. Oh no, I don't.
No, you didn't. So you just lost flexibility for like. I feel like it's so unlikely that this 1 HP really matters.
Okay.
I don't think it would have changed the. I mean, it's hard to say if it would have changed the decision here, but I mean, it's not tower defense. It's probably mana flow out of the 3.
I got portable forge. I feel like I would still not take it, right? Like, let's say I was holding the Joe. You would
because you should because there's
three
so many
outs.
hits.
Three?
It's impossible
How many
to miss.
outs? It's snipers.
You have the show items as well. Show items are absurd. Talisman and
Enema.
innervating.
Oh, and innervating.
Yeah, you also win the game on and visage.
Yeah,
visage, innervating,
snipers,
and you have legitimate. You have double arc instantly.
Yeah,
I think your best line here is easily Fiddle.
Okay.
Like Zig's brand sucks. Like in comparison, like our artifact Fiddle, you win the game. You're playing for top 1, top 2. Zig's brand is playing for top 4.
Archangel, Sterak.
Yeah, Archangel, Sword, Reforger. You can even Archangel belt, cloak, Reforger for the sword if you don't want the sword. You can even make Sterak. I don't think Sterak is BIS, but like you can make it. My whole point is like your components are BIS, and the hardest thing with this line is often finding the show, or like it fucks your econ so hard because you'll have everything 2-star. You'll be like sitting on 2-star more, 2-star Gragas, 2-star Fiddle, and you're like, oh, well, my board still sucks because I'm not 6 bruiser, but you're guaranteed it now with the Cho. And in fact, your odds of Cho 2 are pretty reasonable now.
Wouldn't BT open belt actually be better so you could try to find redemption? Like why is BT worse in the stats than Sterak's if it's a lot of the shield value?
BT on Cho?
Yeah, BT actually procs at 40% HP. So if your whole logic of like, oh, he should cast more and have more HP to create a shield, like BT should be even better. But it's like not.
Oh, it's only a temporary shield, right? BT shield goes away.
Oh, Sterak stays?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Perfect.
Wait, no, Sterak gains 25% max health. It's not a shield. Oh, I see.
Yeah, he gains it.
I totally always thought Sterak was a shield. Dude, I need to just read more. It's just like the Shimmer essay.
I'm waiting for the YouTube comment saying this guy is challenger. He didn't know about base 80, didn't know Sterak's, didn't know. And the thing is, that's my whole point. And like when Dish Up randomly checked, like was in one of my streams, and we were watching. I was doing a VOD review on last set, and he's like, "Are you blind?" I wasn't recognizing that Jace was CC. Mainly Jace was like taking all the aggro off of one of the main tanks. I think it was off of a Rennie. And I wasn't recognizing that as being a key thing. And I was talking about something else. And he was like, bro, like no flame, but are you blind? And I was like, as I like thought about what he was saying. I was like, how the fuck am I not seeing this? And the thing is, like, there are just these things that are like pretty obvious if you think about it, but like they're actually like it's obvious, but they're not. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's easy to miss stuff. But like, for example, like base AD, you should know that one's not obvious. I will say that one is the opposite of obvious. But like Starax and BT, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they too hard, but I mean, reading is not. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. I guess if you read it, if you don't read it, then yeah, obviously it's hard to catch. I don't know what his base AD is. It's possible that he maybe even does some AD, but I don't think so. I think it's quite unlikely he does a lot of AD.
Okay. Okay. Well, now I know the rare one in like 300 games where you switch into fiddle out of nowhere. Yeah, that thought never even crossed my mind.
The thing is, I think that one is more so a forecast in shop logic, right? Like as soon as I saw I saw a purple unit in shop on 3-1. And as soon as I see any purple unit, I'm just thinking, oh, is there any world where I can abuse this? That's basically my thought. I saw a purple unit. Oh, how can I abuse the fact that I have Cho? I look at my items and I'm already like processing, okay, how can Cho abuse these items?
Mhm.
And I feel like at every point that you see a 4 cost early or you see a 5 cost early, you should be thinking that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, like the reason I'm saying this is not because I'm some fiddlesticks genius. It's just thought process of seeing 4 costs.
Yeah, at the very least, I should just buy the forecast. There's no cost to actually holding it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so given that I didn't see that. Raining
I think
Gold
it's mana
versus
flow.
Mana Flow. Yeah,
I think it's mana flow, yeah. Because you already have econ.
and then now it's like very clearly in the Brand Ziggs direction.
Yeah.
The problem is I didn't know the modified board that we were just discussing. So in my mind, it was just 7th Street
Oh,
with
gotcha.
Stratus, which still plays around Ziggs, but it's just not as optimized as the board that you were talking about.
Yeah. Well, if you're 7th Street, isn't Ziggs not even Cyber Boss?
Yeah, until I think 9 if I can find Coco.
Oh, I see.
So here I'm just thinking Ziggs.
Oh, there's no glove.
I was actually thinking Bow for Shiv, but then someone did. Since I feel like
I feel like
Mhm.
when playing on Brand, that the unit feels so different when you have like really good items because he actually kills stuff. He
Do you
feels
want
like
just pure
AP.
damage?
I think you want to make sure his items are good,
Mhm.
meaning guard JG specifically. Like ideally, he feels like Varus from set 12. He has the same spell as Varus, right, from set 12. Um, the Pyro Varus, they're the same unit, except he's AP.
Mhm.
And if you remember that Varus, you really wanted him to
Yeah,
be
you
like,
always need IE and like IE Shojin. And
yeah, he was like double IE Shojin, right? Is what he was, I think.
Mhm.
Um, and like it's more so like his itemization was narrow. You did not want him to sit there with like a bunch of random AD items. And if you're thinking of Brand as he's literally the same unit, which he is, then it's the same. I don't think he's very flexible with his items either. I think you want to make sure you have the setup. If you're playing Brand with just like Shojin, Morello, Shiv, that's akin to being Varus from set 12 with like a bunch of trash going into stage 4, which means you're basically dead. If you recall, like once that game plan that line was solved, you're dead if you don't have 3 item Varus stage 4. Yeah, whereas now it's like you're like mixing your items between Varus and Xerath is what you're doing now with your items and Ziggs and Brand.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's not like you had the option. You didn't have the option to get glove, so it's like not the end of the world. And it's not like it's not your fault. Mm, I think it's Arc.
It's what? Arc.
Archangels. Yeah, I think it has to be Archangels.
Oh, Archangel.
I guess you lose your shred is the thing. You lose your shred. Never mind. You lose your. But the thing is, you have where's your damage? There's just no damage if you don't make this arc.
Yeah. So just Archangel and then what? Stone Plate, or you're just still greeting your components for the whole stage?
I guess you can make shred with you're cashing out next turn, right? So or 4-3, so you can like
Or just
figure out
wait?
how.
Don't slam.
Yeah, you don't have now, but I think I would expect the. It's just I don't like the way this game is going because this board doesn't win out, and you're playing it going so low in HP.
Hmm. So same logic as before. I just not slam here. It seems like I slam every time on 3-1 and 4-1 without winning the fight, and like the augment could drastically change what I want to do.
Yeah, yeah. I think you need to introspect like why. Maybe it's like the mindset you have when playing the games, but like it just seems like oftentimes we're catching spots where you're just like autopiloting a lot of your decisions.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is because if I don't autopilot, I feel like I'm already slow on decision making a lot of times. So if I don't figure out where to streamline my decision making, then I'm just like never
Oh,
making a
I see.
decision.
Then you get to analysis
Because I
paralysis
think
kind of.
one of the things that I feel like I'm consistently not doing enough is just scouting. And so like I'm trying to figure out ways to automate my decision more so that I can scout more, but
You
then
can
I end
scout
up in
more.
situations like this.
I see. I see. That okay. That is very reasonable, as you said it like that. It's just yeah. I guess streamline. Yeah, just avoid the slams on 4-1-3-1 if you're already incentivized to lose. I think.
Right.
Mm. Yeah, you skip right to here for sure. It's just either Crown's Will or
By
I
the
don't even know if
way,
Crown's Will is.
Overheal is
But
quite good for like Rage Blade, like Zeri, for example, or even like TF and Vayne, like because then you could forego the Gunblade.
I don't know about TF because it's I think it's AD based, right?
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
I think it's good on the AD units, but not on TF.
By the way, in this case, when it says 130% damage, that's also referring to the base damage.
No, I think when it says attack damage, and usually it's attack damage, and it always has a an icon. Whenever it's base AD, there's the axe.
Okay,
Yeah, so this is just I think it's just a multiplier
okay.
on your damage. I think it's left. You get some AP.
Wait, why am I not open selling or doing anything?
It's Cipher, right? One more turn. Casting.
Oh, right, okay. Would you just not
Hmm.
buy the Annie here?
I think so. I don't think there's any like I feel like it's just minus a bunch of gold.
Yeah, I think this just baited me.
This unit is so bad. I always every time I see this unit, I see it go eighth. Like literally every time. People get baited into playing around it, or like they play the mana items on this unit and they just go eighth. Okay. Pretty good execution on the roll down. I like the order of operations here. I don't like the Eden to itemize that. I think Annie 3 items is better for this fight. I think you would have won actually 3 item Annie, but
Okay.
too, but I mean it's fine. It was a hard turn.
Street Demon.
Yeah, probably spot. I would just assume that it's also 5 cost. I'd probably pick up the orb now.
Yeah, I think I do. I mean, there's no way I die here, but
Yeah.
and then I think I later found out that someone else has two-star brands from the thing by this point.
Oh.
And then I'm like, okay, fuck, I'm fucked. So I think that's why I'm holding the Annies.
The Annie, yeah, just to have some out.
Okay, so I should be itemizing the Nico too over the. I feel like in the last patch you would always itemize the Kobuko.
Kabuko one. Yeah, I think here it's Nico already.
Okay.
Given how bad Kabuko is now.
And that's specifically on 5 or 7 Street Demon, whereas 3 Street Demon, like maybe you would consider Kobuko.
Yeah, I think that's true.
What is this board? Like a Bruiser MF frontline? Oh, I guess he's playing 5 Syndicate.
I mean, this person is just abusing show
Yeah.
artifact. What you should have done this game.
That would have contested him.
You won 2. I am pretty sure we're meant to put items on this Ziggs, and you're meant to sell this Annie. Play 4 strategist. Yeah, with the Yumi. But so to be fair, you're going for Annie 3. Okay, sure. I forgot. Okay, sorry. I lost the plot.
Yeah. I think all the brands are out. Or no, there's one last brand. I think I was trying to item remove to the Ziggs and then I did it too late. It's like losing every fight now.
And that was just Annie 3. GG. Sell. I would start selling everything. Sell the Zig, sell the Nico. Like at this point, you're 1 life. Just you sold the Annie. I feel like you sell the Zigs, right?
Oh, okay.
You're
Just
8,
go for the Annie.
38. Like
Yeah.
you could have transformed this game into a first if you sold the. I mean, you never know. What if the next shop is double Annie?
Yeah. You know what the odds are on the 2-star showing up in the shop?
Oh, you won. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I'm surprised you won around, but
Yeah.
yeah, I would just start selling everything for this. Oh, you sold the Annie. Oh man. Wait, did you have faith in this board? Or I'm surprised. What is your logic? Like, are you thinking you can actually go? Like here, I'm thinking I'm already guaranteed 8th.
Here I was thinking I'm probably gonna die, and so I should just look for the last brand copy. And I am out of gold to buy this Kobuko.
Oh, but I feel like even if I find this brand too, I feel like I'm like already dead anyway.
What else can I do, right? Because what do you sell?
Didn't you have any 3?
Oh yeah, but I sold that a while ago. Like, okay, here.
Oh, I just wouldn't have sold it.
Okay.
I guess my logic here is I would never sell this Annie anymore. Like my board is not. I'm not anymore playing towards Zig's brand here because I'm 1 life, right? I'm playing towards Annie 3 or nothing.
So you sell the Ziggs because like Kobuko is okay.
First off, everything. My whole board is Annie 3 now. My whole game plan is Annie 3, right? Because otherwise you're already 8th regardless. If you hit Ziggs, so I guess my question for you is if you hit Ziggs and brand here, what placement do you think you take? I feel like it's still basically 8th.
Mm-hmm. I have never actually attempted like these full sell strats. I feel like I see top players do it. I've never done it. Does Annie 3 naked with this dummy actually still win fights?
Oh, not 1 unit, right? Like you could. My point is that if you sell the 6, you can find the Annie 3 in those roles. Like you can find double Annie shop if there are no Annies, such that you have a lot of your board still there, right?
I see. Okay.
Like you sell off units with highest prio because you're trying to. It's just optimizing your placements, right? Like if you hit this brand 2, I feel like you're still 8th.
Right.
And so what is the one way you take a placement? It's that you hit Annie 3. What is the one way you hit Annie 3 and still win? It's that you sell the Ziggs and you find the Annie in like 2 shops.
Okay.
And then you And then at that point, if you don't find it, you can sell the. I'd
Aurora
probably
and the
sell
Syra.
the Nico, like the most expensive unit, right? I'd sell the
Oh,
Nico, such that you can still keep a bunch of units on your board. And then you hit the Annie, and then with what little gold you have, you just buy a bunch of filler units, and you hope that like Echo 2, Kabuko 1, and Annie 3 can win a fight, and then you rebuild your board, right? And then you can probably even take a first.
okay. Then I should probably just sell the seventh Annie as well, because the odds I find two. I mean, I guess that
I don't think so. I think you can still find two Annies. You sell one,
okay.
like you sell the Ziggs. You have what is that? 17 gold. That's a lot, right? You sell one Kabuki, that's 22 gold. You have a lot of. You have so much gold here. You sell the Aurora, you have 27 gold. You can easily find two Annies.
Yeah.
You sell the Nico, you have like I feel like your odds of hitting here are lower than missing. I mean maybe that's not true. You probably need about 60 gold to have higher odds of hitting, but you can roll like a good amount of gold here. You
Right.
lose a good amount of your board, but you can potentially high roll and then rebuild your board.
Okay. I can buy that.
I don't know how good Annie 3 is anymore after all the nerfs, but I assume that it's a better placement than just sticking with this board.
And I haven't looked at Annie's itemization after all her nerfs. Like, if I hit at Annie 3, I just want damage. So it'd be like Shojin, JG, yes.
I'm not sure even. Yeah, I don't know. I would still think double Shogun's good, but I don't know. Pump out more Tibbers, but I'm not sure.
All right. So, I mean, I die shortly after. So I think in
Did you take?
summary, oh, yeah.
Oh, did you end up taking not eighth? Or were you able to salvage a not eighth, or was it?
Yeah, I think I won. We watched that fight and we watched this fight.
Yeah, you
I
won two of
barely
them. I
won
think.
that one. And then,
Oh, you had Kabugo too. So
yeah.
maybe you take not eighth then. But you got stuck on brand. Yeah, because we were saying someone had 6 brands, right? Was the
Yeah.
issue. There's the Annie dude. You missed it.
One copy.
No, the other one's in the next shop. Zeri won. Why do I feel like there's a chance you
Very
can
one
win?
wins.
Yeah, I feel like there's a chance. He's 50 gold, Jerry 1. Spirit Link on 100 HP, and Annie loses because Annie's so bad. Oh, you took that 8th, though. Okay, so maybe my play would have got me an 8th if I missed. I still feel like the EV is higher, but yeah, just because of the odds I hit first. But yeah, I definitely would
Yeah.
have taken 8th if I missed the Annie.
No, I mean, next time I come across this, I guess this should be more common now, right? Like you were saying, I've also had so many games where I've either hit 3-star forecast or opponents hit 3-star forecast, so I should be looking out for that a lot more. Which also means I should be actually game planning scenarios like this more, where I'm kind of open selling.
Yeah, especially your odds for finding the branders. I think if brand is uncontested, I'm a little more down for your play. But
Right.
given we know there are 6 brands, it's like,
There's only one
isn't
brand
it?
left.
Yeah, isn't it like even higher odds? Isn't it similar odds to find the Annie 3 and brand 2? So at that point, you may as well play for the one that gives you a good placement.
Yeah, yeah. I think, right. Okay. So summary, I should avoid slams on 3-1, 4-1 right before augment round if I know I'm trying to lose, or not trying, but like know I will likely lose. 2-3 I should have slammed because it probably would have made fight div here. Which also means
Oh,
I probably
I think
Mhm.
a mix of like if you had Yumi and Slime, you never lose this. Right?
Oh
You're
yeah,
playing
I'm
a
gonna miss
Zyrus
Yumi.
instead of a Yumi.
Yeah. The win streak is just better than the cipher value. Um, and then the big one that could have drastically changed the outcome of the game was holding this Cho here.
Yeah, I mean you could have also missed again, but you're giving yourself more outs, right?
Right.
You could have missed on the Forge.
And like Forge, I could also hit like Mana Zane, or I forget what else is good on the AP
Yeah,
line.
there's still some good stuff you can hit.
Yeah.
Besides like if you there's it's hard to like truly miss.
And then brand specifically, I want more damage. I got the JG eventually, but this is, I mean, the stats for this item combo for brand look okay.
Uh,
Like it actually is about the same AVP and slightly higher win rate than Guardbreaker as the third item.
oh, is Morello third item? Oh,
Yeah.
you're saying this item,
Yeah,
this
this
itemization?
this three item build on brand. Because he
Oh,
hits
I,
so
I think
many units, right?
for for I don't tend to trust any for damage versus not damage builds. I tend to not really trust the stats on that when you're making a game plan because I think the stats doesn't capture is the itemization of the rest of your board.
Mm.
And like stats and itemization are very narrow in that sense. And when something is as obvious as utility versus damage, I don't tend to value anymore like stats on 3 damage versus 2 damage, 1 utility. Because if you just do the math, JG is so much more damage than Morello. It's impossible for Morello to be higher damage than JG than guard. Sorry, right? It just is. If you just do the numbers on it, such that um, I wouldn't think that like the stats say they're about the same, such that it's fine. The stats are losing so much nuance in the rest of the board that I would rely more on math than
Okay.
stats. Yeah, and when it comes to like itemization of a carry.
I guess part of it could be like dependent on who you're facing. Like if you're facing a generally like evenly spread out HP enemy that like let's say it's a mirror matchup. Because then Guardbreaker could have overkill, whereas like Morello could like just kill off a lot of units, especially if they're like kind of lower HP.
Oh, just Morello the Ziggs. Ziggs has AoE, right?
Hmm.
Morello the Ziggs and then guard the brand.
Okay.
I guess you're saying that if you didn't have guard at all, then you just had Morello. Mm.
I guess I'm saying even if I had, let's say I had a golden remover and I had both Morello and Guardbreaker, I'm wondering if there's ever a scenario that, depending on how the enemy team is, like HP totals are, like whether there's a scenario where Morello actually deals more, like kills off the units faster and ultimately ends up providing you with more damage output.
Or I guess why wouldn't just having it on Ziggs be better? Because I feel like Ziggs will spread just as well, and then Brand will just like the stats that Guardbreaker gives are just so busted. It gives you AP, gives you attack speed, gives you crit as well, gives you
Mhm.
amp.
Okay, yeah. I guess also it's just like I don't know why would the stats show that. I mean, I guess it could be sample size. Like there's 10x as many games for the JG Guardbreaker combo compared to the JG Morello combo.
I mean, I think what I would think is that when you have Morello on a backline unit, it usually will mean that you have damage elsewhere. Like when you make utility, typically you plan around making at least at looking at I don't know, I think I've been doing this for a while now, and I've heard a lot of really good players have the same logic as well. It just makes sense. Like I would when it comes to like utility as third item, like yes, sometimes the stats can say it's fine to have your red buff or your Morello on your main carry, but it actually just doesn't make any sense to have that. Like just like logically,
Mm-hmm.
just like mathematically, you'd much rather have those on the other units and then have unless you believe that your other units aren't going to spread it very well. That's probably the only exception. But I think Ziggs, for example, spreads it very well.
Okay. All right. Okay. So damage on brand items should go on Nico 2 over Kobiko 1,
Mhm.
and then I should be like thinking about Annie 3 as the win con. So like open selling in order of priority, like the 2-star units that have the highest gold value.
Highest goal value, and then probably backline over frontline, right? It depends. If you're going for a 3-star frontline, you sell the front line first. If you're going for a 3-star backline, you sell the other backliners first, kind of thing.
Mhm. Okay. Anything else that jumps out at you?
Um, I think there's overall like mindset, like just like missing that you don't get gamblers on. Just introspecting as to like the mindset you have when queuing into a game. I feel like you can stand to gain a lot from being, I don't know, whatever, like locked in, or like, because like not understanding like when the gamblers comes, not missing like Anima Squad on like a stage 2. Um I mean, as I said, like everyone will play the games in their own state of mind, but I think you can gain, given your rank's already good. Yet I feel like you autopilot so many of your decisions. I feel like you can. It's not even autopilot. It's like I feel like you stand a lot to gain from thinking a little more actively
Yeah.
about your board, about the next in, about like the items. Yeah, I feel like there's you can improve a lot more even in that regard, and you have a lot to gain.
Hmm. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I view it in a very positive way because I know you've been improving a lot, and your peak has looked good. You've hit, was it 1200 last set, 1300?
13. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're. I mean, I know the set you can't put in as much time, I guess, as previous sets because of your scheduled tournaments. But I would be excited if you could put in the time. I would be excited for you because I feel like you have a lot to um like your ceiling could be even way higher. But
Yeah. I think for me to get to that level, I need to get to level of efficiency of like Rainplosion and Greya. Like just have significantly fewer games and be able to get to like that top level a lot quicker.
yeah, because of the time, right? That
Yeah.
you're wanting to put into. Yeah, that's fair.
Which I
I
think,
don't. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't really know what the answer is to that, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I think I'm improving at that. Like, this is the highest I've gotten at the start of a set. Like, I was just looking at I can't play in the Tacticians Trials 1, but I was just looking. I still signed up for it. I think
Mhm.
if the snapshot was today, I would qualify for the trials, which I think for previous sets, I would not be able to get this high so early. Because
It's
I
such
would,
few games.
yeah, exactly. So I think I'm definitely improving at the efficiency, but like
Yeah.
not high enough to, skip. If I could like somehow, because what do you need to? You're trying to get skip weekend one, right? Um,
Yeah.
like if I could get to that level, then I think I could actually participate in more tournaments where maybe I can play in one but not the other weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely helps for sure because you're just going for one weekend.
Yeah, which I mean, trending in the right direction. Slope is positive, as you have mentioned.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, given enough time, it's all that matters.
Yeah.